How's it going, guys? Not sure if you saw my short, but I was gifted I was given a Burstfire V2 from actually the owner of Burstfire. Not for making this video. He had no clue that I made YouTube videos or tried to make YouTube videos. When I spoke to him, I put a post in a group online requesting if anybody had a used one they were looking to get rid of. Wasn't too enthusiastic about it being that what they call still as an extra one lying around, right? And the first person to answer was actually the owner of Burstfire. I had no clue who he was. We were talking in the beginning just about everything, life, family, kids, everything, and super nice guy. And then he disclosed to me he was the owner, and I was kind of taken aback. I thought, like, is this somebody playing a trick on me right now? Like, that's not funny. But first we'd agreed on a discounted price, which I felt bad even paying that price, knowing what they go for, which is, I think, $289 plus tax. And about 2-3 hours after he sent me the invoice, I got an email saying it was shipped. I messaged him thanking him for shipping it early and letting him know that the invoice wouldn't let me purchase or make payment for it. And he said, you can't pay for what's free. And, I'm a very proud person, so I kind of was like, no. I insist, let me pay for this, nothing's free. I think he replied saying, kindness and love is free. So really just a good reflection of this company. If this guy is that nice to a random person he doesn't even know, couldn't benefit from in any way, but just felt like helping out. So for that reason, I highly recommend Burstfire, obviously, but using this thing, I'm seeing how great it is. You got a 2-in-1 for the same price as just the annealers that are out there. This thing can swage your primers, your primer holes, and it's got enough torque, which I was skeptical about. It can chamfer and deburr no problem, real quick. He did tell me it's recommended to do everything after annealing. I'm sure there's many ways to boil an egg, but I'm going to go with the owner's opinion on that one. I had these cases all prepped out already before, so unfortunately I'll have to try that next time. But without talking your ear off, let's just see how this thing works. All right, so they do give you spare O-rings. There are O-rings on this wheel, obviously, so the case catches and spins while the fire's on. Right now I have the smaller wheel on, or the regular, I don't know, I guess that's what they call it, and then they call this the Magnum wheel. I guess this would fit like your 308s, stuff like that, 30-06, 243, your larger, higher velocity rounds. Simple on and off, take that Allen key out, not a lot of tension there, throw it on, and no splines or anything, and it locks up great. I guess there's not really much resistance here. Obviously with rubber here, this is metal, but with rubber here, when you position this, you want to have it facing a little bit away from the machine so you don't melt this rubber up. That's probably why they give you extra O-rings, because it's probably a little bit of a learning curve. Also, when you, these are already annealed, when you anneal, you want to point the fire right where that shoulder and the case neck meet. This way it's getting even distribution there. So let's start this thing up. I'm going to open up this bottle. Also, he did tell me green bottles work better than the blue hand torch bottles. So I did get one of them from my old man the other day who had one just laying around with no use. So let's crank this open. And open it all the way. Good. Get a lighter. I did bend the lip of this tin up. This way the casings will fall directly in here. There we go. I'll turn the light off so we can see a little better. Let's turn this thing on. I found that around 30, 32, 33 is the best place to keep it. So it'll drop. You'll see it start to glow red. Perfect. Nicely annealed. And this thing will just run. I mean, it's literally set it and forget it. I don't know that I'd leave it unattended just because, you know, you're dealing with flames, but this thing is really quite awesome. And that's it. I have, I counted 240 rounds of 223 on here right now. Not sure if you could fit more. Not sure if you should probably put less. I'm watching them shift around on here now, and I'm wondering if maybe I should have put less. But nothing's fallen yet, so I'm hopeful. And you can see casings are getting nicely annealed. I probably actually got the heat, the gas turned up in the perfect spot for it on the first try. I know the last time when I set it up, I was having some camera trouble. But the last time when I set it up, I realized, you know, some of them were getting a little scorched. You'll notice some of them don't have as much signs of being annealed visually, but as long as they heat up till they glow red, they're fine. I put a batch in with some that didn't look like they were annealed all the way, and put them in a second time, and they came out exactly the same as they did before, so I would not waste the gas or electricity, I suppose you could say, too. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. I mean, different rounds are gonna obviously run better at different speeds, so work with it, see what's best for you, but definitely try to have that torch pointed out away from the wheel. You see I got the tip of it right on that case neck, and the point of that tip is just touching it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much to Burstfire for sending this out to me. You know, I got twins. I got a mortgage. I live in a state with very high cost of living, and I think we all do now with some of the tax rates and rates for utilities. So it was a very kind gesture, and I found out they sell more than just these machines, so I will definitely be going back for future purchases like the 3-in-1 trimmer. This way I don't have to hand trim my cases and then chamfer and deburr them. Not putting down this. Using this machine is way better than using this RCBS chamfer and deburr tool. It's 10 days a week, but something nice about locking the case in, tapping it, taking it out, moving on to the next one. I gotta imagine it saves a lot of time with cranking this hand trimmer. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everybody has a blessed day, and take care.